flood was over. The world had been washed clean. The violence, the corruption, the rebellion that had filled the earth had all disappeared beneath the waters. Only one family remained. 8 survivors. Noah, his wife, his 3 sons, and their wives. One new beginning. God blessed Noah and his sons. Then he gave mankind a command that would shape the future of the world. God said, "Be fruitful and multiply. Replenish the earth, spread across the earth, fill every nation." The command was clear. God had not created humanity to remain in one place. He had called them to fill the earth. But humanity did the exact opposite. Instead of spreading across the earth, they gathered together. Instead of obeying God, they trusted one another. They journeyed east until they found a vast plain in the land of Shinar. There, they settled. One people, one language, one purpose. What began as unity would soon become rebellion. Together, they believed they could build a future without God. And from that single decision, every nation, every language, and every civilization on earth would be changed forever. Now, this is the story of the Tower of Babel, the book of Genesis, episode 5. As the years passed, the settlement in Shinar continued to grow, and among them, one man began to rise above the rest. His name was Nimrod. Scripture describes him as a mighty one on the earth, a mighty hunter before the Lord. The beginning of his kingdom was Babel. Power was beginning to gather in one place, and with power came ambition. The people said to one another, "Come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly." Stone was scarce upon the plain, so they fashioned bricks from clay. They baked them in fire and bound them together with bitumen. What they were building would endure.
Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven. Let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth.
Their words revealed their hearts. Let us not, what does God desire? Not, how shall we honor our Creator? But, what shall we build? What shall we accomplish? What name shall we make? For ourselves, the command of God had been forgotten. The glory of man had taken its place. Day after day, the city continued to rise. What had begun as a settlement became a monument. Thousands labored together. Every voice spoke the same language. Every hand pursued the same vision. Every heart beat with the same ambition. The fires never ceased. Clay became brick. Brick became walls. Walls became towers. And the tower continued to rise, higher than any structure the world had ever seen. With every brick they laid, their confidence grew. Their city became stronger. Their unity became greater. Their pride became deeper. The people believed nothing could stop them.
Look how high it rises. Soon every nation will see our greatness. Our name shall endure forever. Higher.
They had forgotten the lesson of the flood. The earth belonged to God. Their lives belonged to God. Even their breath belonged to God. Yet mankind believed its greatest strength was itself. Brick upon brick, level upon level, the towers stretched ever upward. The greatest civilization the world had ever known stood united, confident, unshaken, certain that nothing could bring it down. But heaven had already seen enough. Then, Scripture records one of the most remarkable moments in all of Genesis. The Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men had built. The tower that seemed immeasurable to men was not beyond God's reach. It was beneath his gaze. The work of human hands could never rival the glory of its creator. God said, "Behold, the people are one, and they all have one language, and now nothing which they have imagined to do will be restrained from them. Come, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech." God did not fear their tower. He opposed their pride. For unity without God would only multiply rebellion. The one who had commanded humanity to fill the earth would now ensure that his purpose would stand. In a single moment, history was about to change forever. Then, it happened without warning. The voices that had once spoken as one were divided. The language that had united the nations was suddenly no more.
Bring me the bricks!
Che cosa sta dicendo?
Ana mish fahim. No te entiendo.
Words became confusion. Confusion became fear. Fear became division. The unity that mankind had trusted vanished. In a single moment, the hammers fell silent. The fires continued to burn. But the builders could build no more. Not because they lacked strength, not because they lacked skill, but because they could no longer understand one another. Families gathered according to the languages they now shared. Clans separated. Nations were born. The city that was meant to unite humanity became the place where humanity was divided. So the Lord scattered them across the face of the whole earth, and they ceased building the city. Therefore, its name was called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of all the earth, and from there he scattered them abroad upon the face of the whole earth. The Tower of Babel was not stopped because people built. It was stopped because of why they built. There is nothing wrong with building, nothing wrong with creativity, nothing wrong with human achievement. But when human ambition seeks to exalt itself above God, it eventually collapses beneath its own weight. The builders desired a name that would never be forgotten. Yet today, their names are gone. Only the warning remains. For every generation builds its own tower, and every generation must decide whether it seeks God's glory or its own. The tower stood unfinished, but God's plan had only just begun. Far from the cities of men, God was preparing One man, not a king, not a conqueror, not a builder of monuments, a man who simply believed him. Through that one man, God would begin a promise that would bless every nation on earth. His name was Abram, and this is where the greatest story is about to begin. Next episode, the full story of Abram, the book of Genesis, episode 6.